Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, Bridgewater. That's taken in by Henderson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
So 7 yards pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, Bridgewater. Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch twitch.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gun.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 9. 8. Check. Lucky. Hey.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check. 47. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Express. Mike's 47. Mike 20.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Gun. 56 to Mike. Check 56. Hey, keep it up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here we go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6-man. Great. Check cross. Mike 50.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton, and he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's Bridgewater. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Third down. 3rd and 14.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. These two teams all tied after 1. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
20. You think you gonna get this? Watch the eye.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Check 30. He don't know no better. Check 13. Check 13. Gun.
3rd and 2. Newton completes it to Samuel. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard
Step.
line.
180. All day, punt. Double time. Even. 4 down. Even. Check 26. 20. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Greg. Say. 49. Check 49.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready? Check, 47. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 8. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Coming. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
What I need? 56. Get ready. 8. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Bridgewater to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's McCaffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Here we go.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. 47's the mic, boy. 20. Check, 47.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
And
up.
we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Be good. Gun.
Play action. It's Newton. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Check. Cross. Great. Joker. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 8.
This is McCaffrey. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Saints' 42-yard line.
The
first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen. Gun. Watch twist. Hey, alert 3.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Gun. 47's the mic.
Out of the gun, Newton. Looking downfield for Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They go back to Murray on first down. Murray fighting, lost the football. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, Washington. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run here. It's Murray. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to run it with Murray. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hey, I got you. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Jim.
This is Murray. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Able to find Switzer. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now they'll run. Murray. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I know you felt that one.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. 1 man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. This is Murray. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 8, 8.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
Check it backer, check it backer. 8. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, 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 kill.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to act the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shoot, shoot. Great, great, great.
Newton now to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Great, great. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. 47's the mic, boys. 47.
They fake the give. Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
20. Shoot. Watch the shoot. 20. 99. Check 99.
This is Scarlett on the carry, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Hey, what's that? 180. Check my 47. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 20. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. We got double up, double up, double up, double up. That's it. 47's the mic. 47.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Gun, gun. Mike 56. No, 56. I'm coming. Mike 56. Mike 56. I'm coming after you. 8.
To throw on third down. Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Switzer. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
54, come on, 54, come on. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
On third down, Bridgewater. The open man is Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Bridgewater now. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's complete to Sterling. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. To throw is Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints on fourth down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. They find some open field here. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be third and 13. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams